On today's video, we're going to talk about your Instagram bio for photographers, the biggest secret for growth, and it is not the algorithm. So why photographers need to be on Instagram? Let's start at the very top. I get it. You might be feeling really overwhelmed by social media and wondering if you need an Instagram page if you already have a website, and if you have a personal page, whether you should open a business page. At the end of the day, you want to have an Instagram page to show your work because you don't know where your clients are looking for you. I can tell you that as a human being on planet Earth, if somebody recommends a clothing store, a hair salon, a restaurant, or a photographer, the first thing I'm gonna do is go on Instagram and look them up. If I go on their Instagram and all I see is photos of their dog and their day, I'm not gonna feel like they're professionals. So it is really important that you have an Instagram profile that calls to your clients, that is easy to find, and that it makes them feel like they can trust you. The best way to make the most out of Instagram as a photographer is to simply create an Instagram that pulls your ideal client, that shows them exactly the kind of work they want to see, and use it not only to show your work, but to look for potential clients yourself. Don't forget there is a search engine within Instagram, and if you have a clear niche and you know what kind of photography you do and what kind of clients you like to work with, you can look for them, you can find them, you can follow them, you can engage with them and start a relationship so eventually they are ready to hire you. But of course, Instagram isn't just about finding clients yourself. We want clients to find us. This is why your Instagram bio is so important. I want to talk about what you should and shouldn't do on your bio. Your bio is so important because it is your search engine optimization tool in order to be found on Instagram. That's right, your name, your tags, your handle, your bio, and your link, all of these things are going to help Instagram show you to the right kind of clients. So when you're creating your bio, it is really important that you maximize its real estate and you use every piece of it as best as you can to be found by potential clients. Let's break it down. So here's the biggest kept secret. Your SEO and your bio are actually your entry point of being found by potential clients. SEO stands for search engine optimization, and just like Google and YouTube, you can use it on Instagram to get found. So the very first place where you can use this is your name or your business name, and that's gonna be your @ and your handle. In my case, you can see I use Samcat. I chose this name long time ago. People know me as Samcat, and quite frankly, I could probably change it now to my full name, Samantha Katz, but people tend to misspell my name a lot and add an H where it doesn't belong. They don't know if it's an S or a Z. So I've shortened my name to Samcat, and I change it a lot here and there, but I try to keep my full name on my bio so people can find me. But this is something that if people are looking for you, they will be able to find you. So use your name or your business name on your handle and people will be able to find you on the search. The next thing is your profile name, and this is a game changer. Most people just put the same name here as they have on their handle, but there's an opportunity here to do something different. It's a great place for keywords and to do something different than the handle. So that's where you want to say that you're a photographer, where you live, and what kind of work that you do. You have this space to use to create something different than your name and allow people to find you through the characteristics of your work. So if, for example, you're a wedding photographer in Winnipeg, that is exactly what you want to put on your name. My biggest tip here is try to not repeat the same as your handle. Use as many different variations of your name and the ways that people might be looking for you as you could possibly find. The next thing up is, of course, your bio. You have 150 characters to show your offer and to talk about what you do. You want to be concise, you want to be direct, and you want to do what it's called the I help statement. So in marketing terms, that means I help who do what with what. And for you as a photographer, that's simple. I photograph this kind of people in this kind of style in this place. Again, that could look like I photograph couples, or I photograph small elopements in and around Canada for people who love love. You want to insert something about your personality in the kind of work that you create, and you want to evoke emotion. But this is a great place to describe the kind of work that you do. The last thing I want to mention about your bio is your CTA, and CTA stands for call to action. That means, what do you want your potential clients to do? And a great way to think about this is, what is the next thing they need to do in their marketing journey in order to potentially book your services? Often on Instagram, a simple CTA could be, send me a DM to know more, send me a DM to connect, let's connect on DM, anything that puts people in touch with you and makes it really, really easy. And sending you a message directly on Instagram means they don't have to exit the app, they don't have to go on a website, they don't have to click any more buttons, and it's a pretty low threshold. And of course, you can have both, send me a DM to connect, and just have a link on your bio as well, and people are gonna decide whether they wanna talk to you or they wanna look into your work further. You have the option to use something like a link tree if you have more than one link. You don't wanna give people too many options, as they might get overwhelmed. Your other spaces on Instagram and things that you can do. Of course, you have your stories, and that is where you want to share your personality, your day-to-day, your life. This is a place where you can create connection, where people can feel like they know you, where people can feel like they have things in common with you. And that is something that's going to build rapport, and it's going to build trust, and it's going to potentially lead to clients booking you. Do not underestimate the power of stories to create human connection. The next thing up is your highlights. Your highlight is a perfect place to save your stories. If you went on a shoot and recorded the behind the scenes, create a highlight to show people what that's like. If you are a wedding photographer and you had your own wedding, maybe you want to share about your marriage. If you are a newborn or a maternity photographer and you were recently pregnant, or you're pregnant, it's a great place to share. What I'm getting at here is your highlights is a perfect place to share your personality, your behind the scenes, your work, and anything you want to direct people towards. Of course, we have our feed, and on our feed, we want to keep it clean, make it look like a gallery, and make sure that as soon as people come into our profile, they look at it and they go, whoa, this is the photographer for me. Last but not least, Instagram integrated not so long ago our pinned post option, and that means that you can select your 3 most exciting posts, most important posts, or most liked posts, and pin them to the top to direct people to watch that first. That's it for today. Hope this was helpful, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.